In this video, let's look into the explanation, examples, and problems under exercise set point 2. Let's look into some more examples involving the linear polynomials. Look at example number 4. The perimeter of a square of side x is 4x, which is a linear polynomial in the variable x. So we know very well the formula for the perimeter of a square, which is 4 times the side of the square. So if the side is x, then it is nothing but 4x. This 4x is nothing but it is in the form of a linear polynomial. That is what is of to be prior interest in this particular chapter. Now, find the perimeter of the squares with sides 1 centimeter, 1.52 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters and 3. So, for each one of these centimeters, being the side of the square, we can find the perimeter of the square using the formula 4x. Now, one more question is being asked. It is like, what will happen to the perimeters if the sides increase by 0.5 centimeters? So the question is, each one of these sides is increased by 0.5. Like 1 becomes 1.5, 1.5 becomes 2, 2 becomes 2.5, 2.5 becomes 3 and 3 becomes 3.5. In each one of these cases, they are asking what would happen to the perimeter of the square. You can see very well as we increase the value of the sides, that is, the value of x is increased by 0.5, we can very well see that the perimeter is increased by 2. This is a constant value or a constant increase in the value as the value of the variable is increased by a constant amount, which is 0.5. Let's look into example 5. A chess club charges a joining fee of 200 plus 50 for every match being played. The following table shows the amount a player will have to pay as the number of matches varies. Now, if you look into the table, it displays the value of the amount paid based on the number of matches being played. Okay, so for each match, it's an extra 50 rupees. But the joining fee is 200 rupees. It is like one-time payment. So, if after joining, he pays 200. For the first match, he pays 50. For the second match, he pays 50 more. So, for the second match, it's obviously 100 rupees he would have paid for the 2 matches. So, for the for the 2 matches, like 200 plus 100 will be 300. So, that is the value which is being displayed in this tabular column. This is the data or the value that we can get for each of the number of matches played. How do we interpret this in the form of a linear polynomial is of interest here. We just assume like m be the number of matches played. The total cost we know for sure. The initial amount or the joining fee is a constant. So it is a one-time payment. For at the end of every match, this 200 rupees will be added on to the number of matches played according to the fees that is charged for every match. So the linear polynomial will be as 200 plus 50m. What is this 50m? M is the number of matches played. So assume it after 5 number of matches, what would be the amount that the person would have paid? It is 200 plus 50 times 5. In case it is 6 matches, 200 plus 50 times 6. So the only variable here is m, which is the number of, according to the number of matches played, the amount that the player has to pay will differ. That is what is seen in this particular example. Now, if a player paid 750 rupees, how many matches did he play? So, if we had paid 750 rupees, the linear polynomial we know for sure is 200 plus 50m. Now, this value is the given value, which is 750. We need to find the value of m. How do we find? By simplification. 200 plus 50m is 750. 50m is equal to 550. So m is equal to 11. He played 11 matches. Let's look into the problems under exercise set point 2. Question number 1. Find the value of the linear polynomial 5x plus 3 if the values of x are given in a, b, c as x is 0, x happens to be minus 1 and x is equal to 2. So in each one of the cases, we are expected to replace the value of x in the given polynomial and evaluate the final value. So just we'll look into one example, that is, let's look into question number B. X is minus 1. Substitute the value of x is equal to minus 1 in 5x minus 3. Just substitute the value minus 1 in the place of x and derive the value. This is what is expected in this particular question. Question number 2, find the value of the quadratic polynomial. The quadratic polynomial is given. Question number 1 is linear polynomial. We know that a linear polynomial is a polynomial where the degree is equal to 1. What is degree? It is the highest power in the given expression. Now, question number 2, it's a quadratic polynomial, meaning the power or the highest power or the degree is equal to 2. So for each one of the value of xs, we need to find the value of the quadratic polynomial. Same as sum number 1, just substitute the value and derive the value of the given expression. Question number 3. The present age of Salil's mother is 3 times Salil's present age. After 5 years, their ages will add up to 70 years. Find their present ages. Now, we just assume Salil's present age to be equal to x. So, present age of Salil is x. What is Salil's mother age? Salil's mother's age is 3 times the present age of Salil. So, Salil's mother's age is 3x. The given question is, after 5 years, their ages will add up to 70 years. So, what have they mentioned? After 5 years, if you add Salil's age and Salil's mother's age, it will give to 70. What will be Salil's age after 5 years? It will be x plus 5. What will be Salil's mother age after 5 years? It was already 3x. So 3x plus 5. 5 years from now. You need to add the 2 years after 5 years, whatever be their ages, just add both of them and it will give up to 70. That is what the linear expression has to be. So x plus 5 plus 3x plus 5 is equal to 70, deriving which you get the value of x to be equal to 15. What is x? It's nothing but the present age of Salil. So if the present age of Salil is 15, what will be Salil's mother age? His mother's age is 3 times his own age as per the current year. So 3 times 15 is 45 years is Salil's mother's age. Question number 4. The difference between two positive integers is 63. The ratio of the two integers is 2 is to 5. Find the two integers. The ratio of the two integers, what is given? 2 is to 5. So, some things which we can immediately understand looking at the values is the second value is definitely greater than the first value, because the first value proportionately it's 2, whereas the second value proportionality it's almost equal to 5. What is the other information given? The difference between the two integers is 63. So, the first number will be 2x. What is x? X is the entire amount. 5x is the second number. So the difference between the two numbers, 5x minus 2x is 63. So we get the value of x to be equal to 21. Okay. Now the two integers are 2x, 2 times x, 2 times 21 is 42 and 5 times x, 5 times 21 is 105. Question number 5. Ruby has 3 times 2 rupee coins as many as 5 rupee coins. If she has a total of 88 rupees, how many coins does she have of each type? Ruby has some 2 rupee coins and some 5 rupee coins. Now, if she adds up everything, all the 2 rupees and the 5 rupee coins she has, it adds up to 88 rupees. They're asked to find how many coins will she be having of each type. Now, we just assume the number of 5 rupee coins to be equal to n. Okay, so the number of 2 rupee coins is, it is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. If the number of 5 rupee coins is n, then the number of 2 rupee coins is 3n. What we need to understand here, the number of 2 rupee coins will be more than the number of 5 rupee coins. That is one idea which we get from the current scenario. Now let's look into the value of the 5 rupee. We know that the number of 5 rupee coins is n. So what is the value? Say you have 10 5 rupee coins. What will be the value? It is 50. So value of 5 rupee coins is 5n. Now the value of 2 rupee coins is 2 times 3n. What is this 2 times 3n? 2 is the value of the rupee, 1 2 rupee coin, and 3n is the number of 2 rupee coins that Ruby has. So it will be equal to 6n. The total value of 5 and 2 rupee coins will be 5n plus 6n. What is this total value? It is a given information that the value adds up to 88. So deducing, we get 11n is 88, n is equal to 8. So what is n? N is nothing but we had assumed the number of 5 rupee coins as n. So the number of 5 rupee coins she has is 8. Now the number of 2 rupee coins will be 5 times 8, which is 24.